Chisa says Robert's a PlayStation Playboy.
He'll be so into his video game that he'll like totally ignore me.
I ain't trying to mess up my stats because she want to run her mouth about something.
But he played head games with someone new.
It's so sexy.
Get off the bald head.
And she knew how to keep his attention.
I took off all my clothes.
After Chisa dates a real player,
Mark's attention was all on me.
will he still be pushing her buttons?
Unlike some people I know.
Or will they have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet our couple. You know, when we first interviewed them, they had two different stories on how they actually met. She said that she eyeballed him, she chased him, and she caught him. But he had this to say in their initial Change of Heart interview.
I mean, I don't know how I got with her, period. I don't know. It ain't, I mean, it doesn't, it's still confusing to me till this day, because I don't get it. No, I really don't, I promise.
Let's get to the bottom of this perplexing relationship. Please welcome Rob Finer and Chisa Dixon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Chisa, Rob says he's confused about how all this went down, but tell us why you chased him initially.
Well, you know, Robert's pretty much the center of attention, and he has a kind heart and everything, and he was like really sweet, so I had to, you know, get his attention since, you know, it wasn't really all that obvious to him.
Right.
But I really liked him. He's a really sweetheart.
Very nice. So, Rob, here we are 4 months later into the relationship. At what point were you most happy that she actually caught you?
It was like time we started talking or whatever. We started to get to know each other. We started having fun when we go places or whatever. You know, she's funny, goofy, acts stupid just like me.
Yeah. So early on, things were really good. All right. Now, Rob, we heard about the warm, fuzzy moments, but you actually told us something in your Change of Heart interview that she does that really turns your stomach. Yeah, so let's take a look at the monitor. Here's your explain.
So, what's this? You say she smells herself?
Yeah. Yeah. She sits there. It's funny because she looks like an animal, like a squirrel or something. She'll sit there, and then you know how the nostrils will flare, and then she'll start moving like this. She'll sit there while she's driving.
Chisa, you want to explain what that's all about?
That was a childhood habit that I had. I used to suck my thumb, and I always had like people to hug on, but once I got older, I didn't want to hug on people anymore, so I would like
Just
cradle myself. I was cradling myself.
All right, Rob's still kind of like, well, I don't know what that's all about. Okay. So, Chisa, you just heard one of Rob's biggest complaints. What about you? Equal time. What's the biggest complaint you have about Rob?
Well, Rob actually has the attention span of an infant.
So just like that?
Yes, it's totally gone. We can be talking on the phone about something, and he'll be so into his video games that he'll like totally ignore me.
Yeah, but Rob, you're talking to her on the phone and you're playing games. What's more important, her or the video?
I am not going to answer that.
That's Satan. That's Satan right there.
When you playing your video games, I'm playing my football game. I ain't trying to mess up my stats because she want to run her mouth about something.
Talking about the video game, it's not going anywhere though.
I'm playing.
Now, wait, Rob, she says you don't pay you attention. Obviously, she has a problem with that. Anything, though, about Chisa that's actually hard to miss?
Her big, super big ass booty. She want to eat 30 In-N-Out hamburgers and complain that her ass is too big. But
You know what?
we go shopping. She want to walk off the stage. Oh, let me pick this up, boy.
You know what? That's just you though.
And then after she show her ass, she got 20 guys in the back. 20 guys in the
What do
back.
y'all think though? What do you think?
There you go. It's all right.
She needs to sit her ass down. Yeah, okay. I got ass too.
All right, hang on. We saw yours already. That's enough. Now, Chisa, what about when you guys actually get on a serious subject? How does he act?
You know what? Robert laughs at me when I get upset. I don't know if I look funny when I get upset, but he, you know what? Any good girl wants an argument in a relationship. It just works. But Rob would chicken out of a argument. An argument. You know, he'll make up some excuse. Well, let's just change the subject or something like that. I don't want to argue. It's pretty stupid. I mean, it keeps the relationship going.
Yeah, Rob, you gotta
let's be
keep
serious
talking.
sometimes.
Okay, well,
Be
you know
a
what?
man and argue.
Okay, she'll sit there and gobble, 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 gobble. So I'm like,
That's scandalous.
so, you know, her neck start jerking real fast. And she got braids too.
Right.
So it's going to shake back and
You
forth.
know what?
It's hilarious. I'm
You know
sorry.
what? He's
But I
just
don't like
chicken.
arguing, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So I
okay,
say,
though.
just chill. My bad. I'm sorry.
All right.
Go on,
Now,
bye.
hopefully, I don't know if you understand anymore or not, Chisa, but you were the one that brought him here. Tell us why.
Well, after all the attention and effort I put into trying to get at him, him not paying me any attention, I'm just, bringing him here to see if someone else can take my attention away from him before we got too serious. So.
Right? Little wake-up call for Rob.
Yes.
Now, so you just blow it off like it's nothing. We'll see.
Blah, blah.
Coming up, find out what Rob discovered about his date in the hot tub.
Ooh, let me tell you. She had these tattoos, man.
Yeah.
Right here, she had one of bikini line. Like, I done lost my mind.
Rob and Chisa. Now, Rob complains Chisa's booty's off the hook and she shakes it at any guy who will look. So we found him a gal with a hot little rear end who will only show it off to her boyfriend. Please welcome Michelle James. There you go. Nice to see you. All right, have a seat. Good to see you. And Rob, what did you think when you picked up Michelle? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you liked what you saw?
Yes, her teeth, she has beautiful teeth.
Yes.
I'm a teeth man. But I was staring at her teeth the whole time because, she had a nice chest.
Yeah,
So I was like, yeah, Michelle, girl, how you doing? And stuff like that,
And Michelle, what about Rob? Anything that you couldn't stop staring at?
His bald head, it's so sexy and
Get off the bald head.
And that's the first thing I was like,
Whoa,
he's
here.
so cute. He's so cute.
So you liked what you saw too? So things physically then getting off to a good start. Rob, let's talk about the date. I understand you guys actually spent the day at a theme park.
Yeah.
And while you were there, what is it you noticed about Michelle?
Well, yeah, Michelle, she's more cool and mellow, you know what I mean? She was just like, the ride. But Chisa, the good thing about her, she'll run around the park, act stupid with me, bump cars and stuff like that.
Yeah. So she's a little more animated and you missed a little
That's
bit of
just
that.
one thing, though. That's it.
That's okay.
Now, Michelle, while you guys were hanging out at the park, was there some time that you guys actually got to get close?
Yeah, actually, there was. There was nowhere for me to sit down, so he offered me his lap to sit on.
So you jumped right in there?
And so I sat on his lap, and he put his arms around me, and it was very nice.
Very nice. Well, Chisa, why are you shaking your head?
No, you just do what you do. Do
Uh-huh.
what you do.
Well, he was having a moment on his date.
I'm going to do what I do.
Now, Rob, you're on your date. Had a lot of fun games at the park. Did they continue afterwards?
Yeah, I had a basketball game later on, and I was like, she wanted to go with me. She was like, yeah, cool, I'll go with you. And she was excited about it. I was like, cool, I'm happy too, shoot.
I ain't
You wanna
never
go to the
been
game?
invited to know your
She wanna be-
basketball game.
And then she said she's going to be, she was like a little cheerleader there, you know what I'm saying? Like a cheerleader,
Right.
at the game with her brother. That
So
was
she
cool.
was good. She was excited. And Chisa, you said you'd never been invited to any of his games?
No. He goes, Chisa, they're too early or something like that. I don't want to, bother you with my basketball games, but you'll take a stranger there.
If you would make an effort to say you'd want to go.
I do make an effort to say I want to go.
With me.
I
Rob, it
do.
sounds like you're the one making excuses for her not to go.
Exactly.
Nah, man, she's just
Exactly.
tripping. She's sitting
okay.
at home scratching herself.
No, I'm not you. I am not you.
And so, Michelle, you're at the basketball game with him. Did you do anything to actually bring him some luck?
My hugs are very, very lucky.
Oh.
So I gave him a nice big hug, and he went out and played, and he did his best, but they still lost anyway.
That's okay. 15 points,
Not a
10
big enough
rebounds.
hug.
There you go.
Michelle, so they lost the game. They lost the game. So how did you cheer him up afterwards?
Well, I took off all my clothes.
Excuse me? That sounds like that might do the trick.
The first day, I have no morals. I just take off my clothes for a complete stranger.
And then I got into my bikini.
Yeah, there has to be a reason.
Yeah, I got into my bikini.
Let her do what she wants.
Well,
And we
there
got
you
into
go.
a jacuzzi at his friend's house, and we just relaxed.
Now, Rob, there's Michelle in her bikini in the jacuzzi. How was that looking?
Man, the belly ring, man. She had this belly ring. It was banging. You know what I'm saying? And she came in the water just. I may sound like a pervert, but I don't care. Her chest, man, it was banging. Cause she come in the water and started dripping. Like, ching, I'm trying to stay calm.
Well, he's being very complimentary about her body. Does he talk about your body that way, Chisa?
You talk about my butt all the time.
Yeah, we heard a little bit about it
Breast
earlier.
is not really an issue here. He's a butt man.
So you got to go on there so you feel okay about that. Okay. Michelle, you were obviously impressing Rob with the way you looked. How'd he look?
He looked really, really, really good. He has this nice flat stomach, and His chest is all cut up and nice biceps and everything. He looks really good.
Yeah. Now, so Rob, there you are. Wait, Rob, there you are in the hot tub. She's half dressed, whatever was going on. Were you acting like a Romeo?
Oh, let me tell you. She had these tattoos, man.
Yeah.
Right here, she had one on bikini line, and she had one on her thigh, and in the small of her back. I done lost my mind.
And that did it for you. Now, Rob, I understand you guys dried off, went to go out to eat. What about Michelle's booty? Was it on display kind of like Chisa's is?
See, her outfit was banging, though.
Yeah.
See, she had, again, look, I'm a pervert with the breasts, but yeah, she was just, and then she had the little back out, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And she had this little anklet thing on her ankle, and she's just floating. See, it ain't all about the booty all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I didn't go to etiquette school or something like that, so I can float.
Now, Rob, what about earlier? You got hugs for luck from Michelle. What about some affection later on in the evening?
Oh, yeah, like after the dinner or whatever, you know, it was getting kind of late. We were both tired, so when I took her home, she dropped me off. She gave me a big old hug and then a kiss on the cheek and said, I'll talk to you later, okay? A little happy dance. You know what I'm saying?
So good. She left you with like happy feet, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Now, coming up next, find out why Chisa says once just wasn't enough for her and her date.
The next night, she called me, said she wanted to hang out again.
So that's why you gonna try. Let me call you back.
Yes, exactly.
Rob, you're acting all surprised.
It's my time.
Welcome back. We just heard about Rob's date. Now it's Chisa's turn. Chisa complains that Rob has the attention span of a child and is way too mild. So we sent her out with a guy who listens up and loves his woman wild. Please welcome Mark Quest. Hey, Mark. How you doing, man? Good to see you. You know Chisa? Have a seat. Wait, Rob, you okay? You're like laughing and everything when you watch this guy come out. You all right? What's so funny?
You look like Maxwell's cousin. Okay, so
I think all the ladies love Maxwell, right?
Yeah, he's very popular.
There you go. Good looking out.
Hey, look here.
Good looking out.
Hey, Maxwell cousin.
looking out.
You gonna leave this steak for some beef jerky?
Wait, let me start with Mark here because you had your first initial conversation with
Can't believe
Chisa.
this.
Were you pretty excited about your date after that?
Well, you know, I was a little disappointed because she said she was a little nervous about going out alone. So she wanted to bring another couple along. So that was a little disappointing.
Yeah. Chisa, why were you so concerned about that you wanted to go that
She
far?
didn't know you. She ain't comfortable with you like she is with me.
Well, my parents really didn't want me alone, and like, you know, I just want to play it safe and bring another couple along. You know, we had talked and everything, but you never know what a person will do until something happens.
So that makes sense. Okay, but once you saw him, did you feel a lot better?
Yes, I did. He was so cute. He had these braids. He had zigzags or whatever. He was like really cute. I was like really excited about the date.
And Mark, what about your first impression with Chisa?
Well, my first impression was pretty much like Rob. I really noticed that ass, but unlike him, I think I can handle it. You know, it wasn't too much. It was not too much.
Okay, Maxwell, 4 months, 2 weeks.
Yeah, Maxwell is a clown though. It's not a class, a compliment, baby.
Really? Chisa, we know that Rob's date was full of fun and games. They were at the amusement park and everything. What about your date?
Maxwell sexy.
Well, we went to a haunted house. Excuse you.
Hold up, Rob.
We went to a haunted house at the Queen Mary, and we were all like hugged up, and you know, it'd be some scary parts or whatever, so I would jump, and you know, I would secretly check for muscles or whatever, because you know, he's an athlete.
Right, so that's good. And Mark, what about all that grabbing? Lead to any kind of sexy moves or anything?
Oh yeah, you know, afterwards, they were playing some music outside. Her and her friend was doing some moves. She really know how to work that body, boy. She had me going.
Yeah, good. Now, Chisa, one of the things you said about Rob is his attention span is like that of a baby. What about Mark's attention span?
Well, Mark's attention was all on me all evening. Both nights we went out.
Right, you like that he was totally focused on you.
Yes.
That's good. Now, Mark, I know you were out with Chisa's friends and everything. Were you getting along? Everybody having a good time?
Oh yeah, it was beautiful because we all meshed. It was real cool. It was real cool. It was kind of like two couples going on a date. You know, it was real nice.
Now, Chisa, what about your friends? Were they with you even up to the point where you said goodnight?
Oh no, actually we took two separate cars home or whatever, and Mark was playing my favorite song on CD. I don't know if he had bought it or whatnot, but he gave me a a long hug when we got home, and we like called it off then. It was cool.
Nice.
Don't hate. Haterade.
There you go. Mark, now were you a little disappointed that the date was a little short the first time out?
Yeah, I was real disappointed, but I don't know. She must have really been digging me because the next night she called me, said she wanted to hang out again. So.
So that's why you gonna try. Let me call you back.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, Rob, you're acting all surprised.
It's my time,
See?
baby.
Okay, the wind is blowing right now.
So you didn't know about this, Rob, huh? You're all surprised here.
It's extremely surprised. How you gonna call somebody? Yeah, well,
How
why
you
we
gonna
go?
get in the hot tub with Yeah.
So, Chisa, second time out, what did you learn about Mark?
Mark is like as silly as Rob, you know. We had a lot of fun. Right. You know, he had me laughing. He was singing at the top of his lungs in the car, and it was like hilarious. But we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, Chisa, this extra date, did that give you a chance to get more physical?
Well,
you know, she was probably bored of him the first time. That's why they went out again. It explained.
No.
Okay,
no, it was not.
Rob, that wouldn't make any sense at all.
No,
we need to get the explanation from Chisa anyway.
Actually, I'm very picky, and you should know that. But anyways,
yes.
we were like really cool. We kept hugging. You know, he would tickle me or whatever. We would like hug, massage here and there or whatever. You know, it was like really cool.
Mm-hmm. And Mark, did you get some physical attention from Chisa?
Oh yeah, you know, we went golf cart racing. I got a little banged up, and after that, she just gave me a nice back rub and just worked all my kinks out.
Okay, see, I got in the hot tub. I didn't put my hands on her though. I was respectful. I have morals.
I have morals, so I wasn't half naked on the first date.
You don't even give me a back rub.
Whatever. You don't ask for nothing.
Well, maybe you ain't doing
Maxwell,
nothing.
You need to calm
you ain't
down.
getting the job done. Then.
Hey, Mark. Wait, hold on, Rob. Easy. With Chisa for the second time, but you guys are like one-on-one this time, not like the first date. Did you notice anything different?
Sure did, man. The way she was eating that food was real sexy. I'm pretty sure she was thinking about me and not Rob, the way she was tearing it up.
So you could sense it then, huh?
Yeah,
I could sense she was, you know, we were enjoying it.
Well, it can be sexy. Now, what about the ending of the second date? Was it a little better than the first time around?
It was pretty much the same, you know. The way we just vibed real nice, so we just gave a nice long hug, had a good night, and but you know, she promised me I would see her again because she said she's gonna start doing my hair. So
okay, all right, we're gonna see what happens because up next, will 2 dates be enough to give Chisa a change of heart? Find out. It's coming up. Chisa. Now, Chisa says that she chased Rob for weeks before she finally snagged him. Was all her chasing really worthwhile? Let's find out. Chisa, we're going to get your decision first. You guys have been hanging out for 4 months now, and that's a long time. Yeah. But we sent you out with Mark. You guys had a really good time. You brought out each other's wild side. You had 2 dates, actually, because you liked it so much.
I don't know why.
But what's your decision?
Well, I had a really good time with Mark, and I appreciate, you know, him paying me attention, and I really like it. That's what I wanted. But he didn't take my full attention away from Rob, so I'm just gonna follow my heart.
Stay together. All right. Mark, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Rob, Chisa says she wants to stay together. We gotta get your decision. You went out with Michelle. You guys had a lot of fun and games in the jacuzzi. You know, you said you liked the way she looked in the bikini, had a really good time. What do you say?
Well, okay, we've been together 4 months or whatever. You know, she's fun to be with. She's more like a friend, you know, than just a girlfriend, you know. You know, she's like, no, real cool, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to stay together.
Stay together. Okay, sorry, Michelle. Now she wants to kiss. There you go. Oh, don't be hesitant, man. You made a decision. And hopefully by coming on the show, you got a brighter future and a much stronger relationship. That is our show for today. Thanks to Mark and Michelle. Good luck to Rob and Chisa. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart. After our show, Rob had a question for Michelle.
Still give me a call. I want to go to Mexico.
I will. We'll go to Mexico. No problem.
Dang, you guys heard that?
Rob and Michelle's Mexico trip never happened, but Rob introduced her to one of his friends and then had one last word about our show.
I had a ball and I enjoyed every minute of it. Change of Heart is dope.